awesome. It's the best of Common Sense News, Part 2.
Cool.
That's Butterface Stacy.
I'm looking at a beautiful body. I don't know what's under the bag. We're not going to evaluate that yet. The body is awesome. I'm going to go first. I'm going to give her body... Could she turn around a little so I can see her ass? I'm going to give her body a 10.
Check out Howard before he turned into a pussy.
Yum. Look at all that.
Hey, Beavis. She kind of looks like you. A little bit.
F you, bunghole face.
You know, she's not too shabby. I definitely smash.
Hey guys, I saw you in some badass videos with Common Sense News, so I'm here to get a piece of the action, man.
Long time no see, bro.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, but I still remember those nights we used to get sloshed off Jaeger on the strip and party all night.
Those were some of the most epic times ever known to man.
Tell me about it. Dude, how old are you guys? I mean, on the show I'm still 10, but in real life, I have 3 kids and about to turn 50.
On the show, we're still 15, but Beavis just had a colonoscopy last week.
Zip it, you butt monkey.
Bart, what's up with your sister, Lisa? She was kind of cute her freshman year in college.
Yeah, she could have definitely got the schlong.
Cool your jets, man. She went full wokey. She's like 400 pounds now with rainbow hair, scribble-scrabble tattoos, and a nose ring. And even though she's a whale, she's a vegan, so she's always chirping some toxic farts. And dude, she's always with that weirdo chick Meg from Family Guy going to her stupid protests and annoying people.
Freaking commies.
Come to think of it, I think she's a terrorist.
We're living in a crazy world compared to then, my guy.
Well, one thing I know is back then teachers that wore a dress didn't have a beard. I never thought I would get detention for calling a dude a dude.
It's like we're in the Twilight Zone and common sense went out the window.
Facts, bro.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but maybe they should make some place to ship all these weirdos off to?
You mean like the island on Rudolph with all the misfits?
I know just what to do with them too when they get there. Yes, sir.
All right, bros. Gotta run. I got a hot date with Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, she's ugly, but I heard she puts out...
They don't call her the throat goat for nothing. Later, dudes.
All right, everybody, it's that time again.
That's right. One time for your miggity mind. Oh, yeah.
You know how we roll. So, until next time, this is your new favorite channel, Common Sense News, signing out.
Look here, mother sucker, this is Common Sense News. Make sure to smash that like button and to subscribe. And listen here, when you subscribe, watch all the mother-loving videos. You understand?
We are the party of ugly fat people. We can't just allow these Republicans to put a beautiful white young woman with perfectly round zits in their ads, because people like that. We need to keep putting fat, ugly shit in our ads, you know? Stay woke.
Check out your girl, Kamala. That drunk old bat got the message and is retiring.
Good. Now she can be a stay-at-home wine mom with that other lush, Nancy Pelosi.
The cackler is out of here. Colbert is out of here. The View is getting the axe, and it looks like that woke sellout Howard Stern is finally getting the boot as well.
It's about damn time. The only thing bigger than his ego was that big-ass beak on his face.
Out here looking like a Jewish buzzard. You know, him and Whoopi and all those other woke idiots are nothing but hypocrites. Just check this out.
Whoopi done wrote everything I'm going to say here tonight, so it's all right. Ain't that right? You're smelling again.
I didn't write that.
Well, you is a smelling again.
My name is the Zodiac Killer. My African name? What is your African name? My African name is Umbutu.
How about Howard Stern? That's a good look.
Hey, very nice. Hey, what am this? The Montel Williams show.
And this clown calls me the racist?
Bunch of phonies. All of them.
Well, it's time to say bye-bye, suckers.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Dancing with the devil. You know, the devil being the orange man.
Can't go a day without my name in her miserable mouth.
He ends up becoming the President of the United States. This joke of a man. And what it did to my life and my psyche and my world. To be the target of his venom for 20 years, you know.
Is that cleavage or Joe Biden's nutsack?
I can't stand anymore. Trump and Elon out of here. Trump and Elon out of here.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get...
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this part. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you want to fall.
Hi, people. Welcome back. We have a great one for you today, and my old pal, Mr. T, is with me.
Hey, everybody.
That's right. It's going to be a blast. So kick back and enjoy the show. You see what happens when you talk trash, you little skank? She's watching in an empty theater, just like all the rest around the world.
Snow White? It was more like no white.
This woke turd of a movie is flopping harder than LeBron James.
This annoying chick has more hair on her back than George, the animal, Steel. Yeah, and I can only imagine that bush down there.
Hey, Snowflake, it's time to go fill out that Starbucks application because it's a wrap for you in Hollywood. I hear George Lucas is going to do one more Star Wars flick so your furry little ass can go play an Ewok.
I still don't think Disney got the message though, man.
I know. To make up for it, I hear they're working on a remake of Shaka Zulu now, starring Dolph Lundgren.
Harry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
Round 1, fight.
I'm gonna kick your butt. What the hell?
Ow, bum! Your hide is mine, you douchebag. He's trying to touch my wiener!
Oh. You are my little bitch.
Here comes a new challenger.
Those are some big bad mamas.
They're kicking our butts, dude.
These chicks look like the ones we see at Walmart buying all the good stuff with EBT.
Hey, you guys watching Bigfoot?
No, that's Big Mike.
What a sour old hag.
She's always on TV complaining about something.
Yeah, no wonder that Barack guy turned gay.
Dear Donald Trump, can we please make it so that American citizens can post bail for undocumented immigrants? Hear me out.
Hear out these nuts, sweetie.
So this idiot wants to bail out illegals? What a tool.
There's something seriously wrong with these liberal Karens.
I've got 2 words for this fool. Quiet piggy. Okay, everyone. With more news, we go to Little Joey and Big Tone. Take it away, guys.
Oh my God! I swear, social media is the worst thing to ever happen to most of you.
Yeah, anything for clicks like this freaking brain surgeon.
Tenderism. I said tenderism. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a
Somebody should smack that crooked eye straight on this jerk.
How disgusting. Check out his soul brother right here. What the fuck is this?
This scumbag should get tased just off GP. You kidding me? Come try that at Bada Bing. You'll get a bada boot up that ass.
Do you have any advice?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I have never met an attractive, happy, healthy, liberal woman. I don't know about you, but statistically, like you said, if they were to throw out the SSRIs, the birth control that's making them absolutely psychotic, maybe hit the gym and throw away the burger, kind of follow the path and the notes that statistically we have done, they guarantee that, have a better chance at living a happier, healthier life and maybe even finding a husband.
A few moments later.
I really want people to stop referring to women as females. This drives me absolutely insane. It's so degrading.
What?
Hey, hypothetically, how would you stop losing your mind at everything all the time, always?
Stop it. Get some help.
You see, look at that. I'm on an antidepressant. Bupropion XL 150 milligrams.
Once you see that nose ring, you know it's a wrap.
Get some cats in a vibrator and just call it a day, ladies. What the? I've been in a few squabbles in my day, and the last thing I want to do is fight a bunch of black chicks from the projects. No way, Jose.
Imagine the smell in that freaking room, bro.
All right, you guys. That's all for now, but we'll be back soon.
So, until next time, this is your new favorite channel, Common Sense News, signing out.
Common Sense News. For a world where common sense is not so common, make sure to subscribe.
This is the best of Common Sense News. Keep it locked.
Do you know who was responsible for the killing of Tupac Shakur?
No, I don't.
He had this jealousy of Tupac.
They had a connection.
Sean was insanely jealous.
Hello, this is 50.
Word, Curtis? It's like that. You keep sleeping on me and thinking it's sweet. You must not know how I roll, nigga.
I'm too scared.
Look, Curtis, you need to understand something. I've been putting more people in the ground in this industry than AIDS and COVID combined, you heard? What that Oppenheimer nigga said, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. That's right, son, it was me that killed Big and Pac. Keep thinking I'm playing around.
Yo, I could believe it. Why, you did that, son?
Yo, man, Big was playing me on the publishing arrangement we had and was making moves behind my back. His contract was almost up and he was gonna be out and set up shop with Pac. Them niggas made up behind the scenes and was gonna leave me and Shug and do their own thing. Well, I put a stop to that.
Are you foul, kid?
Well, that's what's coming for you if you don't shut your mouth on IG disrespecting me. Word, I'm done with your ass. You must be out your goddamn mind. I'm still calling shots even if I'm up in here, and if you don't quit it, my goon's gonna pay you a little visit there, Mr. Jackson.
Bring it.
I think that Sean now, in my mature mind, had a lot to do with the death of Tupac.
It's really Keefe D and Buffy Combs are the last men standing that can be held accountable for Tupac Shakur's murder.
At the time of his death, Tupac was owed over $10 million by death row. Just before his murder, Tupac told Hackey and others he'd be leaving death row and taking unreleased songs worth more millions with him.
So tell me, do you think that the two murders, the two killings, were connected? Biggie Smalls and Tupac?
My personal opinion again. Yes, I believe they're both connected.
And do you think the same person was responsible for orchestrating the two?
Yes.
And that person's in Death Row Records?
Yes. 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 Yes.
I don't know what to believe anymore, yo.
F that. Roll up.
You're tuned in to Common Sense News, homeboy. Welcome to the next level. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
You say to those who claim you're using a 200-year-old law to circumvent due process?
An old law? Not as old as the Constitution. We still pay attention to that, don't we?
Bloody baby.
Would you look at these two lovebirds?
I miss those sweet chicks so much. Oh yeah. I miss Cookie Daddy.
Check out who this guy really is. That E.T. looking wife of his probably plowed the both of them that night. What the hell?
Hey, Trump, if you take the electricity, our trucks will charge our phones.
She missed her calling. This trailer park queen could have been Hellboy if she played her cards right.
Hey, Mr. President, just on my way to another vandalized Tesla site.
So much for the party of love and joy, huh?
You know, I just saved 2 astronauts that Sleepy Joe left stranded in space, and just a few months ago, my cars were a savior to the climate, but now these Democrats call me the German guy.
I know.
Just check out this idiot.
Anytime you want to say somebody's evil, you just say he is the next Hitler. Donald Trump, he's the next Hitler. It's always he's the next Hitler.
The people in the armed services that died trying to stop Hitler, and then this guy comes in, you know, and does that while being an immigrant too, which is kind of the whole thing. Just none of it like tracks how you can be to support the troops, you know, America, love it or leave it, and then this guy comes in and gives a shout out to Hitler.
I'm no hater. This guy's an okay comic, but know your place, buddy. You were all right until you married that fat black chick and she cut your balls off.
Seriously, he used to be based. Now he's a little bitch.
I tell you, Elon, he's like a little pet, so you already know who wears the pants in that relationship. But enough with that loser and his Mexican strip mall facelift.
You ever watch this show?
I watch it. It's a little tough to get it in New York.
You see this guy? That's what's going to happen to Bill Burr.
That's that washed up woke radio guy, right?
Yes, sir. But once upon a time, he was edgy and funny until he went woke. And now he's just a pussy.
This guy's a weirdo.
And check him out with that old bag Whoopi.
Whoopi is a whole lot prettier after you drunk a couple of bottles of this here malt liquor.
Drink on, honey.
With every sip you get better and better, baby. Your snatch smell like a kingfish.
Breaking news. Radical leftist judges, Theodore Chuang and James Boasberg, who are affiliated with corrupt USAID NGOs, have overstepped their bounds and have made outlandish orders to President Trump to stop fulfilling the will of the American people.
These are 2 of the little traitors trying to get in the way of me doing my job. Well, a quick message to all you activist judges trying to order me to stop making America great again. You can order these nuts, pal.
Okay, gotta run.
No problem, Elon. And let me tell you, kid, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah, you went a whole week without having any new babies.
Okay, later.
I will outlive Donald Trump. I will outlive Donald Trump.
What a nut job. You can take all the pills you want, but it won't stop you from being a miserable cat lady.
Yo, Dawn, I saw you and Elon on Common Sense News, so I had to stop by and see the homies.
Han, Yeezy, my Neezy. You just missed Elon.
I need to make sure he don't ban my X account. I'm dropping science daily, homeboy.
Yeah, you've been on a tear lately. Everything okay with you and your friend, Jay-Z?
Yo, word up, F, Jay-Z, F, Beyonce, F, Taylor Swift, and most of all, F, Kim Kardashian, man.
Yeah, you should have known since the Ray J tape not to wife that little hooker.
I know, Don, but she's one of them Armenian witches. She put a spell on me, bro. And real talk, that neck was dynamite, bruh.
Oh, I've been there before, my friend.
What What the hell is that?
That's Big Mike's new podcast with her brother.
I can't tell who is who.
This was the biggest flop in the history of podcasts.
All I know is in the Chi, her and that booty bandit Barry ain't done a damn thing for black people, so they can both go to hell. Feel me, bro?
Right on, brother.
All right, Mr. President, let me see if my chauffeur can catch Elon, but I gotta come back and chill with you again, though, bro.
Definitely, my guy. So whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, at the end of the day, it's all about common sense. This is Common Sense News, signing out.
Yo, man, this is Common Sense News. We say the things you want to, but we're afraid to. Make sure you subscribe and don't be afraid to hit that share button while you're at it.
Hey, Twinkle Toes! This is the best of Common Sense News. If you ever do anything in your worthless life, you'll hit that like button and share this video. Now that's an order.
Y'all hear me? Because of this government shutdown, they telling me I can't use my EBT in November. I got 7 kids with 7 men. 7! And that's the taxpayer's responsibility, okay?
I need somebody to tell me they're lying right now because what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my SNAP benefits? What the do you mean? Because what the
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Common Sense News public service announcement.
Yeah, let's get right to the point. Get a freaking job.
That's right, the free ride is over. Let's see what these entitled little cockroaches are talking about.
So just because I don't want to work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week?
Okay, y'all just mad because I get 3 canned food stamps. So what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills.
Yo, I don't know if you noticed, but I just told my little birdie that in November, food's free. Go get it, babies. Food is free in November.
With food stamps getting cut off next month, like I don't have a kid that eats like a grown man. I eat like a grown man. We like steak and lobster. Yeah, we like food. We like steak and lobster.
There's a saying, if you don't work, you don't eat.
How about if you can't feed them, don't breed them? I'm sure we've all seen Shaniqua with Bebe's kids or Billy Barbeau Billy and his sister wife rack up on carts of junk food and soda while us hard-working people have to budget. Well, enough of that crap, pal.
If I came in your house with all my bags, picking out all your food, deep freezer, snacks, your grandmama's milk, and everything, what you gonna do? I'm curious. What you gonna do?
Hey, Bunquisha, try that at my house. I have 2 guys that would love to meet you, Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson.
You know, this goes way back. It's Rhodes Scholars like this that set the trend.
37-year-old Angel Adams blames the system for her problem. Adams has 15 children, 12 who are now living with her in this small motel room.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children. And mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
How about you pay for these nuts, Felicia?
This is a disgrace. It really kicked into high gear with that dirty devil, LBJ.
At least there's a few people with some common sense left in the world.
If I see you making videos about how your kids won't have a Thanksgiving this year because you're about to lose your SNAP benefits, but you have your hair done, your nails done, your lashes done, your lips done, and your forehead is frozen as well, then It has nothing to do with the fact that you're losing these benefits and you can't feed your kids.
No, I don't feel bad for the people who are losing out on their EBT for Thanksgiving. You niggas don't even like America. Why are y'all worried about celebrating Thanksgiving?
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is. Ha ha ha. Government, Kansas, Missouri, take away her food stamps right now. Did you just hear that? Take them away. I'm not even kidding.
I definitely feel sorry for disabled people, people that aren't able to work, people that really need that assistance. But for those of you folks that said you gonna go down to the store, act a fool, cut up, and steal stuff, if you can do all that, you can take your ass to work.
Nobody told these women to have multiple kids with multiple surrogates.
And I also love how they're all saying that they're gonna commit a crime on camera. Shit, I'ma walk out with my shit and I ain't paying nothing. Y'all took my EBT. Okay, Shaniqua, you wouldn't have to steal if you were a productive person in society.
Seriously, I got one question. Who's screwing these broads? I couldn't get a boner for these gargoyles if you paid me.
Facts.
All right, everybody. It's back to making America great again, but we need everyone to do their part.
Indeed, EBT was meant to help people in times of need, not fund a free lifestyle at the taxpayer's expense forever.
Yeah, no more sitting home on your ass, buddy.
So for the whole crew, this has been another Common Sense News public service announcement. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Common Sense News. For a world where common sense is not so common, make sure to subscribe.
Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
No ICE! No Donald Trump!
Look at me. I am the mayor now.
Welcome to another Common Sense News public service announcement.
Yeah. If you don't like it here in America, you can get the fuck out.
Hit the road, you suckers.
We got a lot of scumbags who couldn't give a crap about this country here to milk the system, especially in Minnesota.
From faking autism, welfare abuse, and feeding the poor scams, the corruption is out of control.
Let's check it out.
It's true. A Somali fraud ring in Minnesota stole over $1 billion from Medicaid. How did this happen? Well, Medicaid programs are run by the states, which in Minnesota means the Tim Walz administration. Governor Walz and the state's other Democrats rely on Somali votes to get elected, so they decided to look the other way because they were afraid of, quote-unquote, political backlash.
They brought in families, had them convinced to get their kids diagnosed as autistic. In fact, these families ultimately ended up having various social services bid for their children, competing with the size of check that they would get. It didn't matter if the kids had autism. And what happened? Autism claims to Medicaid surged.
What?
A nonprofit and its affiliates with these Somali migrants claim to have fed tens of thousands of American children during the pandemic. They were reimbursed for those meals by taxpayers. However, federal prosecutors found that almost all of those meals were never even delivered to hungry children. In fact, those organizations' leaders spent the money on houses, luxury cars, and real estate in Turkey and Kenya.
Lazy, good-for-nothing tricksters.
Fox News has obtained photos of one of the Somali illegal immigrants wrapped up in the Minnesota fraud scandal, posing with several high-profile Minnesota Democrats, including Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and Governor Tim Walz.
If I were the dictator these liberal douches call me, I'd have these crooks locked up already. But with these activist judges, it's going to be tough.
I'd love for the day they take that perp walk in the orange jumpsuit.
Facts.
Let's see what the people have to say.
Some said fuck 'em. Some said if you don't like our country, get the fuck out.
Not only does it look like the whole Somali population is going to get deported out of Minnesota, but it looks like the entire sitting government, from mayors all the way to the governor of the state of Minnesota, might be going down for crimes and possibly even treason. I mean, you can't talk yourself out of this, Tim Walz. What the fuck? Tampon Tim couldn't stop the red wave, and he ain't going to stop this shit either.
I'm supposed to feel empathy for motherfuckers who weren't born here, who illegally got their ass into our country, in our streets, talking about death to America. You want me to feel empathy for these people. You want me to feel empathy from people who fled such a horrible country, but then come over here, pledge allegiance to that country, say it's a beautiful, wonderful place, and then take millions and millions of our taxpayer dollars to send to that so-called country. Fuck you.
Let's be honest, if this had happened under a Republican, the media would be calling it treason for the next 20 years. But because it's Tim Walz, suddenly everybody develops amnesia. The fact that Democrats really wanted Tim Walz anywhere near the White House, when he couldn't even keep the money of Minnesota taxpayers out of the hands of terrorist organizations. You genuinely cannot make this up, people. A whole federal probe just launched because under Walz and under the Biden leadership, fraud rings in Minnesota were siphoning millions from Minnesota taxpayers. And the money was being sent straight overseas into terrorist organizations.
Why don't the president just ship Ilhan Omar back to Somalia, where she belongs?
Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing.
I can't stand this arrogant little twat. Apparently, she married her own brother to become a citizen.
The nerve on this broad. If she was mouthing off in her own shithole country like this, they would stone her with rocks.
Yeah, and tie her up outside with the goats.
And she always has that thingamajig on her head because she looks like George Jefferson under there.
You tip-on-loving retard!
Thanksgiving night, I'm minding my own business, playing Yahtzee with my relatives, and I get a drive-by slur from him calling me seriously the R-word.
Do you stand by that claim of calling Tim Walz retarded?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with him. Absolutely, sure.
You don't
there's something wrong with Walz.
I'm not with all this trans stuff, but I do believe Tim Walz is a little bitch.
Yeah, Tampon Tim. Grow a pair, you freaking mook.
Oh my.
Yuck.
What the hell is that? The Grinch that ate Christmas?
Shouldn't that be considered indecent exposure?
I don't know about that creature, but check out this Grinch right here.
Fuck that, bro. I'm smashing.
That's all for this episode, but we'll be back soon to do our duty of delivering the truth.
So, until next time, this is your new favorite channel, Common Sense News, signing out.
Bye-bye.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
This is Common Sense News. If you do not like, share, and subscribe, I will find you. Once I find you, I will strap you to a chair with your eyes open watching The View with Rosie O'Donnell on repeat for 2 days straight. So do it. Do it right now. Right now. Right now. Right now.
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more.
If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
I say go get yourself some lunch. Okay.
When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense.
Common Sense News. For a world where common sense is not so common. Make sure to subscribe.
Beavis. It's Tampon Tim.
Here at the South Park Leering Center, we're not just retarded. We're Minnesota retarded.
Do you really think he's retarded?
Maybe. He sure acts like it, but he kinda looks gay to me.
What's up with his daughter?
She's a loon. Real dingbat, I tell you.
I would have to decline giving her the royal schlong.
I got guys calling all over me on TikTok, yes. I got lots of guys' phone numbers.
What a sight for sore eyes!
Reminds me of those wacko protesters nowadays.
The face of crazy.
Check out Pops here. He's cool.
Guys, I gotta tell you, there is something that had to have been put in the Kool-Aid. Something has happened because what I witnessed and what I've been witnessing, this is not behavior that should be coming out of grown men and women. I mean, they are acting worse than 3-year-olds. I'm seeing these people beating on drums, dancing around, jumping up and down like they've got something wrong with them.
Go ahead! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! You want to shoot me?
But a sane human being cannot watch something like that and not think, what is wrong with them? There's something wrong with these people.
Do you know who these crazy Karens remind me of?
Oh, butthead.
Sam Kinison.
Butthead. If my meth head cousin doesn't like the drug laws, can he ram police cars and block the road when they're on the way to a bust?
No. Is he retarded?
Well, that's what these liberals are doing when they go out there messing with ice.
Beavis. They're stupid.
Don't mess with the popo.
This is your new favorite channel, Common Sense News. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Hasta la vista, baby!
Common Sense News. For a world where common sense is not so common. Make sure to subscribe.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Tampon
Please, no. Don't hurt me.
We don't need to be pirates anymore. I found a better way. Government-funded daycare. Huh? We must go to Minnesota. To Minnesota!
President Trump, I think I speak for the American people when I say that. We're sick of this shit, bro.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I live in a big house funded by United States taxpayers.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we have the most luxurious cars.
And you work all day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day. Free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you f***ing white animals.
The nerve on these big-headed dipshits.
The people have every right to be pissed off, and honestly, so am I.
Let's see what everybody's saying out there.
If there was a black community that had stolen over $1 billion from our federal government or our state government, what would happen to them? What would happen to them? Do you think that anyone in our government would let them go for decades, stealing from Medicaid and Medicare to the level that we've seen Somalis do it in Minnesota? So for all of the people that are saying this is a racial situation, let me tell you what racism would have done to this. It is no way that they would have let communities steal millions of dollars and billions of dollars in programs that were meant for autistic children, or programs that were meant to feed people when they said they were feeding, 3,000 people a day and they only saw 24. They would not have allowed this to happen if these people were regular Americans.
I know a lot of Americans that could definitely use this benefit. They could definitely use that daycare money. That shit that you be sending to your terrorist organization back in Somalia, yeah, we could 100% use that money. And all these corrupt governments that are involved in this, because you motherfuckers are involved, you're involved, 100%. Because the IRS is out here looking for people that didn't pay their $500 and their taxes. They're out here threatening you with prison. But these motherfuckers are out here blatantly lying, blatantly disrespecting the American people.
You know what? I bet what's going to happen is when they get deep into this, they're going to find a lot of elected and appointed officials are getting money under the table.
You have to make the punishment infinitely worse than the crime. And I'm talking about deporting the entire family, denaturalizing the entire family, sending the entire group of them back to Somalia. That's what needs to happen. And anybody complicit and anybody involved in this scam. And until we have a candidate and the person that's willing to do that, then I'm not really interested in voting, if you want me to be honest. I'm really not interested in voting. If J.D. Vance does not push for treason with capital punishment against Tim Walz, do not vote for him.
Mr. President, I'm here to apologize and do all I can to help out again.
Elon, it's great to have you back on the team, buddy.
Sorry about that, boss. I was tripping on that ketamine for a sec, but I'm good now.
Hey, Elon, tell me about the scheme them dirty demo rats were planning that you and your guys at Doge discovered.
It's crazy, fellas. They flood cities like those in Minnesota and Ohio with illegal immigrants and create programs for them to exploit. Then they turn the blind eye to get their votes. In turn, the Somalis kick back some of that money to the Democrats as campaign contributions, and everybody is happy.
Those dirty bastards.
Check out this lying piece of crap right here.
I want to talk about what happened yesterday. Yesterday morning, I was called by the owner because, unfortunately, someone came in to our daycare.
You freaking kidding me?
We saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone.
How convenient.
I see his lips moving, but as a real G, this is what I hear from that crook.
Please stop investigating us and let us do fraud in peace. Somalis are a peaceful fraud community. We want to steal taxpayer money in peace without FBI jailing our ass. We even hired this liberal crazy white bitch to come act like she supports us. Look at her. Look at that Karen face.
Answer me this. Did E.T. bang every chick in Somalia? Because they all look the freaking same.
Yeah, like an alien. Like from outer space, alien.
All righty. It's back to work to make America great again. With the crooked mainstream media and radical judges, we have our work cut out for us, but with common sense news and journalists like Nick Shirley, we will be victorious.
Facts, bro.
So until next time, this is the most raw news out there and your new favorite channel, Common Sense News, signing out.
Common Sense News. For a world where common sense is not so common, make sure to subscribe.
Hello?
Hey, Tampon. We're tired of your crap. It's time to play ball, pal.
I don't know what you're talking about, you tyrant.
Quit it, you little drama queen. You're gonna let your cops help out ICE, or else.
Or else what? Oh no.
Or else I'll leak that video to TMZ, you little freak.
Yes. Anything you say, sir.
It looks like the long arm of the law caught up with old Tinkerbell here.
I wonder how many honey buns Don Lemon's butt is going to go for in the joint.
They're going to try again, and they're going to try again. And guess what? Here I am. Keep trying.
He dared them, and they said, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Don Lemon arrested because of that stunt that he pulled at the church. Now, many people are saying, especially his lawyers are saying, this is a First Amendment violation. Leave his rights alone. How dare you? He's a journalist. None of that's true. He actually live streamed it. He actually showed videos of him hugging and kissing the organizer that went into a church with a bunch of other people, shouted down people who were worshiping, shouted down the pastor, and now Don Lemon faces charges.
I'm looking at a young man who's in the corner. He's frightened. He's scared. He's crying. People are leaving church.
So USC 241 makes it illegal for two or more persons to agree to injure, threaten, or intimidate people trying to exercise their constitutional rights. Basically, it's two or more people saying that they are going to stop somebody from executing a constitutionally given right. He definitely did that. There was definitely at least two people there. And what the people in the church were doing is a constitutionally guaranteed right. And they planned, conspired, and executed, depriving those people of that right.
Well, your buddy Diddy might not be available, but I hear that Nasty Nate would love to meet you, Don.
Help me, please!
Nobody is above the law. Nobody's above the law.
Is that Ilhan Omar?
No, but they look related.
That little stunt she pulled was the fakest thing I've ever seen, bro.
Man, I've seen better acting in Tubi movies.
Everything is fake nowadays. From these politicians to these freaking protesters.
ICE is here! ICE is here!
You know, if my son started blowing whistles and chasing police around, I'd straight smack the shit out of him.
Facts. A bunch of weirdo theater club kids.
Our resistance will be talked about for generations.
What? And this one. What a waste of a great rack.
That's a damn shame.
It's that time again. This is Common Sense News, your new favorite channel, and we'll be back again soon. Be sure to like and share if you enjoy our work, okay? So, for all the guys, be safe and may God bless. Good night.
Common Sense News. This is very strong as the Force with this one.
It's over. You're finished.
But I'll tell you who is a complete piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now.
There have been a lot of swear words at this table
Tim
today.
Walz,
Okay.
the governor of Minnesota, holding up a phone in front of a rally saying, well, we thought we were going to wake up and find out the president had died. Someday it'll happen. Someday it'll happen. I used to say he was the biggest buffoon in American politics, but it's worse now.
Press. Thanks, folks. More tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thank you. Listen up and listen good. This is Common Sense News, the cream of the crop, and we won't stop till we reach the top. Now you make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Whoa!
Check out this scene from Roots, with all the slaves buck dancing and grinning. Wait, that's that fool Kevin Hart and the stupid streamer kid Kai Cenat. I don't know who that fat blonde is, but it looks like somebody's lesbian auntie. While I'm not a fan of talentless streamers making millions, T ain't a hater. So hopefully this Kai kid grows out of this foolishness. But what the hell is Kevin Hart's old ass doing there? I know you're trying to hold on to whatever relevance you got, but let it go, shorty. We all know you ain't funny, and we tired of you playing the same loudmouth annoying midget in every movie. Even the Rock overexposed ass knew he had to get away from you. Plus, we heard you on them Diddy tapes getting your back blown out. Every time I see this fool on a screen, this is what I really see.
Toby be good again for master. Good again. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good for your hand, boss. Good for your hand, master.
That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand and you can stay here.
Ah, Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now.
You're checking out the best of Common Sense News. We're simply a cut above the rest.
Look, let's get something in mind about the border. When I became president, the numbers came way down, number one.
Wow, what a lying sack of ish. We asked Grok about that, and illegal aliens rose to record levels the minute this Swiss cheese-brained old fart took office. When a stooge like Charlemagne agrees with someone like me, you know we're in a crazy, crazy time.
Your legacy is trash, President Biden. I don't know if he knows that or not, but his legacy is garbage. It's a shambles. I don't care what these old black people say. He doesn't remember. Man, shut up, right? What's the legacy? I don't care what these old black people say and these Democrats say. His legacy is trash.
Trash is certainly an understatement, so Grandpa Joe, your time in politics is over, and it will be my pleasure to help you into retirement. Hey, Joe.
Hey, pal. Are you here to change my diaper?
Sure, buddy, and a whole lot more.
Hey, Bucko, what do you think you're doing with that knife?
I want to see what flavor ice cream you had for dessert.
Come on, man. No!
Oh, what a rush. Well, thanks for tuning in. We're coming back soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay. This is Common Sense News, where we kill it every time.
We're gonna stop woke. Woke is bullshit.
Common Sense News, such a tremendous channel. Great videos, and you really crack me up sometimes. Make sure to subscribe.
Mr. President, you won the White House in part because of high inflation. If your tariffs make prices go up...
Excuse me, we haven't asked you to speak yet, please.
Never let anybody defeat that.
What the hell is this?
And the way that I see it also is that when we think about like these moments where
we really dodged a bullet with this dimwit, I tell you.
Things we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it.
Wow, she looks drunk off her ass.
Whatever gains we've made.
I'll call my old buddy Vince and hook her up with a job. Yeah, she can be Kamala, the Indian nightmare. She can go get her behind kicked at WrestleMania.
Mr. President, as strong as you may feel, as powerful as you may think you are, you don't control how we move around in our bodies.
Hey, newsflash, this is America. You're either a man or a woman. All that other horse hockey is out of here, Tinkerbell.
I'm a still non-binary third gender king, queen, and everything in between.
Hey, I used to be a man trapped inside a woman's body too, you know. Yeah, but then I was freaking born.
Hey boss, just stopping by to see you and those cool Common Sense News guys. You know?
Ah, great. Apparently we're causing a ruckus out there with Doge exposing these old swamp lizards in the government. Let's see what the people are saying.
I voted for Donald Trump, black Trump supporter. Voted for Donald Trump to do what he's doing.
If you think Elon Musk digging into the corruption of the government, of our tax-paying money and to where it goes, if you think that is wrong, then let me assure you, you are brainwashed.
Y'all did all that talking about Elon, but Elon the only motherfucker out this trying to recover the goddamn money that they took from us.
Talk about it, Playboy.
He the only motherfucker putting in work, and I'm talking about he running it down.
So we do not even know how much of our money has been wasted.
I'm disgusted beyond words. Disgusted with the waste of money. Disgusted with the waste, with the fraud.
The Trump administration scoring a big victory in court as a judge rejects calls from blue states to block Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency from obtaining federal data.
Even one of Obama's stooge judges is on Team Doge. I tell you, Elon, we're like the modern day Blues Brothers, rocking and rolling and kicking tail all over town.
Chelsea Clinton got $84 million from USAID.
You see?
3 million of it she spent on her own wedding.
I told you.
Millions of it she spent, I think 11 million, on a fabulous villa. How? Why? Why was she giving American taxpayers money?
That freaking Chelsea. She's a crook, I tell you. just like her mama. She hasn't accomplished diddly squat in her whole life, but is worth millions.
I'm baffled at how a talentless trust fund baby is worth as much as she is. It's incomprehensible.
You kidding me? Those Clintons been pocketing USAID and Haiti money for decades. And from the looks of it, she didn't spend any of it on that ugly-ass face.
Well, she is definitely on the list for Doge to look into.
This dude is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met or seen.
What a freaking airhead.
I don't know. I parallel park space rockets, and this fool still calls me stupid.
You know what I think, Elon? I think she wants to give you some of that booty, my friend.
The last thing I need is another baby mama. Especially a Puerto Rican one. I heard those chicks are crazy, man.
Take a break with the baby mamas for a minute. All right, my guy?
I'm gonna slow down, boss. You know, even though I'm the richest man in the world, that damn child support is kicking my ass, bro. What the hell?
That Whoopi gets uglier by the day.
Yeah, I want to know, when did I say, hey, we need another agency next to NASA?
These women are so sour and hateful. I'm trying to help humanity, and all they do is slander me.
Don't sweat it, Elon. If you were a dried up old hag that couldn't get any action, you'd be miserable too. Oh yeah, and Tom Hanks. That little stunt you pulled on SNL was corny as hell. You know what will be funny, though? Your face when we drop the Epstein list. We'll see who's laughing then, buddy. Well, all right, you guys. It's back to work at making America great again.
Yeah, boss, we definitely have to do this again.
That's right, Elon. So, until next time, this is Common Sense News, where it's facts over feelings. Every time.
You're checking out Common Sense News right now, okay? They say the things you want to, but we're afraid to. Make sure you subscribe to these guys.
This has been the best of Common Sense News. Thanks again for your support, and may God bless until we meet again. Peace.